Good morning, beautiful souls. It is Elizabeth Bratcher, psychic medium, here in my dressing gown. It is freezing. I would like to do your daily read for you. So welcome everybody. Thank you very much again for joining me today. And so how the daily read works, guys, is I just pull 3 cards randomly from the deck. And all you need to do is just allow your energy and your focus to take you to what number that you're drawn. So you may be drawn to number 1, number 2, or number 3. Just allow your energy to take you there, and then I'll extend the reading on each. For those of you who are specifically watching numbers, that is absolutely totally fine. And for those of you that are drawn to more than one number, that is absolutely fine too. All right, so guys, please remember to give the video a like or a comment. While you're here, please, it is much appreciated and it helps me build my YouTube channel. All right, so let's get started. Let's pull 3 cards randomly out of the deck. All right, so number 1, and I'll give you guys a better look. 2, 3. So just see where your energy is drawn. So number 1, number 2, or number 3. The tablecloth's a bit bendy today, isn't it? That's all right. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Beautiful. Right, so let's pop these 2 puppies out of the way. See what number 1 had to offer. Intuition. Nice. All right. Trusting your gut. And you know, number 1, for those of you that have been diligently following number 1, you'll know that there's been a lot of self-trust needing to be needed over the last few weeks, especially as we're spending a lot of time focusing on what no longer serves around us. Have a look and see. Yeah, nice. Okay. So for those of you that have been following number 1 diligently or have been drawn to number 1 today for the first time, I just want to quickly explain that there's been a lot of energy over the last month or so. We've got a visitor somewhere. Over the last month or so, that is about been focusing on what's on the outside of you that no longer serves, and that needs to be kind of detoxed away for you to actually fall into your true patterns of life, okay? And I know just from a lot of the personal messages that I've gotten from here that a lot of people have resonated with that are following number 1. So trusting on your intuition, trusting your psychic senses, okay, especially when we are looking at things from the outside. Generally, it does require a level of self-trust, but what happens is we can also run against the brick walls of other people going, no, you're perceiving all of that wrong. This is the way that it really is, and needing to trust, okay? And so today, for number 1, that's what I want to say to you. Very much trust in your own energies today. Taking a moment, keep yourself grounded, keep yourself well rested. Okay, it's time to let go of what no longer serves. And the detox card that's there, I want to suggest that there's been a couple of things that you guys have been holding on to that you are now ready to start releasing, okay? I feel like a day of resolve. Funnily enough, it's not the first of the month or anything else like that, but it just feels like a day of resolve, okay? And so for number 1 today, I want you to spend the day really trusting yourself, really tapping into your own intuition. Use it as little games along the way. When you're going to drive, see if you can think about where you're going to find a parking spot and everything else like that, because it builds up your psychic ability, which is then going to allow you to trust your intuition even more, okay? So today, number 1, that's what I feel your message is. I'll keep wanting to come back to this card. It's spending a few moments to trust and to focus on where your intuition actually lies, and ask yourself how much you actually trusting your intuition, okay? And if you're not trusting it, take a moment to ask yourself why, and release that reasoning away from yourself. Okay, so number 1, that is the message that I have for you today. So let's pop number 1 over the way and see. Number 2 was the Unity card. Love, relationships, and trust. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. All right, so you've got the love, the relationships, and the trust card that's there, which is all about love, okay? You've got the seal the deal card, which is making a commitment to move forward, and you've also got the sunset card, which talks about an ending of an era, okay? So when I sit with your energy today, number 2, I want to say to you that today, it's funny, before I pulled any other card out, when I was sitting with this card, I want to say today feels like a day of good connections with love. Today feels like a day to honour the relationships around you, to have gratitude and appreciation for those relationships around you, and to take some time through the day to actually spend connected to those relationships, okay? Maybe if you haven't spoken to someone for a while, perhaps a loved one, a mum, a dad, a brother or a sister or a dear old friend, make some time today to actually reach out and talk to them. Okay, I just feel connections with you today, number 2. And that is what I want to say to you. Make the commitment to move forward. There's an ending of an era, okay? And now I just want to rehash for those of you that have just joined on to number 2. This sunset's been coming in for a while, okay? Number 2 has definitely been letting go of what no longer serves them, that's coming from within. Okay, so that's bad behaviours, traits, patterns, all of that kind of stuff that's there, but also what we allow to come in around us that no longer serves. And you guys have been really beautifully pushing that away from you. And so I feel like you've kind of moved forward a little bit, and that's where I want to say to you, connections today, okay? Connections. Spend some time either with people that you love or reaching out to people that you love. And for some reason, as I said, I want to throw in that energy of maybe perhaps not actually speaking for a while, okay? Connections with love today are important. Number 2, spend some time. And as I said, lovers, I freaking hate that word, I don't know why I keep using it. Partners, husbands, wives, and all that sort of energy, yep, absolutely. I get a really strong feel around family, though, as far as the reaching out and connection, especially around those distances, okay? I just feel a really nice feeling of contentment and fulfillment when we do that today. And so, number 2, that is what I have for you, okay? Test it out. I think you'll be surprised how pleasant and beautiful you feel. All right, so let's have a look. Number 3 was the shit happens card. I'm pretty sure you guys drew this yesterday. Do so many readings in between, I forget. I do believe you drew this card though. All right, let's have a look. Number 3. Okay, so, all right, yes, beautiful. All right, so number 3, what I want to say to you is it feels around you at the moment and today, because these are the daily reads, that you're going to need some patience. I feel like you're getting frustrated. Not quite the right way I wanted to say that. I feel like other people around you are bringing frustrations in. Perhaps not listening as much, perhaps being quite stubborn in their energy. And that frustration from you feels like it's born of love and it's born of care. It's like you want the best for this people or person, but they're not listening around you, or perhaps it's the actions of others that are making your path more frustrating at the moment. Okay, now it's really important that you stay connected to yourself through all of this, and that's the message that I'm getting. It's just acknowledging that shit happens, whether that comes from other people or experiences that are there around you. Sometimes in life it's just things that we've got to deal with, other people's opinions, other people's strong beliefs, everything else like that. If they don't align to yours, that's okay. Shit happens, it's all good, okay? I feel a parting, and I don't mean a permanent parting. What I feel is like I've got 2 people walking going, okay, this is my opinion, that's your opinion. Let's just agree to walk on our own paths, okay? We'll stay connected, but we're going to walk on our own paths. And so I feel today for you guys, number 3, that you may actually choose to take some time out on your own, okay? And just perhaps separate yourself a little bit from those around you that you need a break from, all right? And I would advise that that's probably a good energy for you guys to let yourself kind of reground, okay? You've also got the Stand Strong card. You've got this, okay? And so I do feel that these are things that are important to you that are floating around as far as relationships and connections with people and everything else like that. But for today, my message is that I feel that with anything that I don't even want to use the word conflict, because I don't feel like it's this intense conflict. I just feel like I'm almost butting heads, okay? Or that I'm having to work around or resolve with somebody else's stubbornness, all right? Today I want to say just give yourself a break. Have a little bit of patience as well. This other person is still learning. Okay, still learning. So stand strong in your energy and conviction, though. Don't let other people change your opinion. All right, it's not that you're wrong and it's not that they're wrong. It's just that there's 2 very different paths. However, and I say it with so much respect to the other party, I feel that you've just got a little bit more life experience and so a little bit more deeper wisdom. Okay, that's not a bad reflection to the other person. I just feel like there needs to be a bit of patience and understanding as well. Okay, number 3. So avoid conflict today. It's not necessary, it's not needed. And make sure you're just doing you. and acknowledging that sometimes in life just shit happens, okay? Taking a breath and just keep moving forward with your day. There's no big issue going on here, okay? All right, guys, so just in a quick reflection, that's number 3, the shit happens card. Number 2, the love and unity, and number 1 was the intuition card, okay? So thank you so much again for joining me. I do honestly appreciate it. I do also appreciate if you leave a heart, a comment, or a thumbs up onto the video, and of course, absolutely appreciate it when you subscribe. So the rest of the monthlies will be out today, guys, as well. For those of you that have been waiting, I do believe I've got 6 more to do. Other than that, the weekly reads are out on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and also the live feeds. Oh, the workshops. Okay, so the Psychic Development Workshop is out this week, and the live feed to Successful Spiritual Business is out now and can be booked online. There'll be some more information coming out about that today. All right, guys, so thank you very much. I will leave you with that and see you tomorrow. Till I do, take care and be good. And if you can't be good at it.